Magnus Carlsen is playing Shaq. Not this guy, this guy. Shakhriyar Mamediyarov is playing white. He starts off with d4 against Magnus Carlsen. He plays knight f6, and we have a Benoni defense. Now Magnus plays b5, Shakhriyar takes, and Magnus starts the tension by playing a6, and these pawns don't take each other. Shakhriyar Mamediyarov plays f3. So we have g6 and e4. Carlsen fianchettos his bishop, ready to castle, and Mamediyarov takes his knight out into the middle of the board, just developing his pieces, and he reinforces this pawn that they've had tension on since move 4. So Carlsen pushes his pawn in the center, making some more tension here, and we have knight h3, not an amazing move, but it's a cool idea trying to plant your bishop on this square and have it defended. So we have bishop b7 by Magnus, and Mamediyarov takes in the center, and we have Carlsen taking back with the f-pawn, opening up his rook, and we have bishop e3. Now we have d5 by black, and Mamediyarov takes the pawn, attacking the rook. Carlsen sidesteps out of danger, and they just develop their pieces a couple more. Magnus actually attacks the bishop. Oh my goodness. And that's why the bishop dropped back. And Magnus takes in the center. We have castles. Magnus takes over here. And we have takes back with the knight by Shakhriyar Mamediyarov. And Carlsen jumps into the middle with the knight. We have knight d6 by Shaq. And pawn takes by Carlsen. Now we have knight takes the bishop, hitting the queen. And pawn takes the bishop, hitting the queen. Now queen takes back, and queen d5 by Magnus. We have knight dropping back in the safety of the bishop, and we have knight g4 by Carlsen. So we have rook d1 attacking the queen, and queen drops back, and then b4 defending the knight one more time, and then knight takes the bishop here, and queen takes back. Now we got 2 attackers on this knight and 1 defender, but you're not going to take the queen. But Magnus moves it anyways. Now we have pushing forwards, attacking the queen. Knight is defended by the queen, and we have queen to the side. And Shaq makes a terrible mistake because now Carlsen can trade the queens and go into an endgame. One of his favorite things, because he can see so far into the future that he can know that he's going to trade down this pieces. And he traded 2 pieces for a rook. You can see here, after this check, we have 2 pieces for a rook, and that should be winning for a grandmaster. Although in this position, it says it's pretty close to equal if you play it correctly, and Magnus does, but slowly but surely, after a lot of moves, for some reason, the advantage keeps on growing in Magnus's favor. He doesn't make any mistakes, and slowly making his position better. Now they have 2 knights versus a knight and a rook. Both pawns mirrored each other, and we have knight jumping in, and Shaq tries to push a pawn to see if he can make some counterplay, but it's futile. Carlsen is just too good. Trades off a pair of knights, and tries to attack the rook. He doesn't drop it, obviously. This is a classical game, so it's a pretty long game. They both probably have a lot of time. And he drops back the knight to cut off where the rook is going so he can move his king here so he's not in check anymore. So we have king forwards, king forwards, king forwards, king forwards. And now we have rook a3 attacking the king. King drops back. We have king e5, knight g4 check, king d4, knight jumps in, attacking the pawn, but Magnus defends it with his rook. We go g4, Carlsen plays e5, and we defend the knight with the pawn, but Carlsen finds h5 at the perfect time, and now Shaq plays his king up, and Carlsen goes king over. Shaq plays his knight, Carlsen plays check. We have blocking with check. Carlsen moves over, and in this position, Shakhriyar Mamediyarov resigns because there's no way he can win this. Carlsen is going to take these pawns, promote, and then win the game. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.